Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Just a spontaneous one. I've had a bit of a nap this arvo due to night shift. Had drinks earlier, like when I'd come home. But yeah, like it's been a usual Saturday after night shift where it's a bit shitty. So I thought I'll do a beer before I go to bed. Maybe I'll do another one. We'll see how we go. But I've just had a good feed of dinner, and I was like, I'm going to have a beer. It's a Banks Brewing, so they're out of Seaford in Victoria. It's called Keep It Running, and it's a double dry hopped IPA. It's at 7%, and this is their last release. So I think this one's probably about 3 weeks old because I've got their brand newies that only just got released this week. So making way for the new, drinking the old. I've got my hashtag proper glassware, one of my favourites. Let's do it. So yeah, obviously when I get up tomorrow, Sunday morning, I'll do the regular Advent beers. Yeah, we're over halfway with the Carwin Cellars one with the mountain culture. I think we're up to day 6 or 7. Yeah, they've both been pretty good. It's got a nice colour, this one. So it's like a bright yellow. Obviously, my camera lets it down slightly, but yeah, pretty much bright yellow. Say about a medium body, 1 finger head. Yeah, carbonation looks quite light. It's got that sort of milky appearance, but it's not like a oat cream. Banks do a lot of oat creams, but yeah, this is just a standard double dry hopped. Let's go a whiff. And I'll check out what the hops are too. One thing with Banks is they always display what hops. It's always one of the first things they talk about. Double dry hopped IPA hopped with Raquel, Cashmere, Cryo, and Citra. Cheers, Craig. Good to see you, brother. What's on for your weekend? Probably a quiet one after your Brum trip. You had a couple of bottle shares, didn't you? I'm getting a lot of stone fruit in this one. Predominantly peach. It smells like a sweet peach tea. Like it's slightly herbal, a little bit grassy. Yeah, just huge peach, maybe a touch of apricot. And you're getting some like lemon and orange. I'm not like a huge stone fruit heavy beer guy, but sometimes the change is good. Like just when you're drinking hazies all the time and you get like just tropical juice, it's like it's a pleasant change. I mean, if it's a brewery too that you like and you know what you're getting, sort of thing. I remember one of the best IPAs I ever had when Equilibrium were good and they didn't have all the bloody issues they have now. I had straight out of the laboratory, and that was really stone fruit heavy, but it was one of the best IPAs I've ever had. Just the mouth feel and the punchiness of flavour and aroma. Even like the colour of it was just immaculate. Yeah, there might be like a little touch of some passion fruit, maybe. I don't know why, but lately every time I do a beer review, it must be just because I'm like smelling. I'd start to get real like sneezy. The change in the weather here, I obviously get hay fever pretty bad, but quite often I'm not sneezing or anything, and then I start doing a beer review and smelling a beer, and I start sneezing. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it was going to be Rob, Simo, you, Adam. Can't remember who else. I'm assuming Luke John would be one of them. Yeah, I went on Paul's earlier, what, this morning. Yeah, I was just keen for a drink after work, and he said he's like, "Oh, come up and join." There's nothing else on. Yeah, it was actually all right going on there. And then yeah, it's just like by the time I finished there, I was so tired because I kicked on for ages, and hadn't slept after night shift. So then I was just a mess to Savo, just trying to sleep. So yeah, that's why I'm not really wide awake now, but like yeah, normally I'd be probably in bed by now. Another thing with this too, like even before I've tasted it, I can tell it's going to have that slightly chalky mouthfeel. You just get the aroma with some Banks beers and sort of know what to expect with the like on the palate. Yeah, because I got that message off you. If it ever like gets out of hand, like I'd just leave. But I don't know. It's never really. There are times when I'm watching, or I have been watching, and I'm like, "Good God!" But when I've been up there, it's never got real bad. I was watching KC's earlier, and shit was kicking off there. I only just popped in, and what I heard, I just wasn't a fan, so I just sort of made a comment in the chat, just telling them to fuck one of the guys off the panel, get rid of him. He was just going at everyone, and they were leaving him up there. I might just fuck him off. Anyway, I better go in for a taste. Cheers. God, it looks shit when it's up close like that. It looks like a completely different beer. Yep, it's definitely got that chalky mouthfeel. But as I've said with Banks beers, I like it. You get the same comments sometimes with like Treehouse and a few of the American breweries, like that slight paracetamol. But yeah, I'm getting a touch of passion fruit and pineapple. But yeah, it's definitely more stone fruit heavy. Huge peach. Lately, when I've been drinking these style beers, I've been getting like I don't know, it's just something with my palate or what I've just been picking up recently. Maybe it might even be the hops with the change of seasons. But a lot of passion fruit I'm getting is like very, very tart. Like I get a lot of tartness from it. And I never really used to get that. It just seems to be in a lot of New Zealand hops. And obviously being in Australia, like most of our beers are New Zealand hops at the moment. But yeah, you're getting sweet peach. You're getting like sort of herbal notes. It's grassy. Yeah, touch of like lemon and orange. Not really getting like grapefruit or anything. But yeah, pineapple, passion fruit, more passion fruit than pineapple. Cheers, Trilby. I sent you a message earlier being a smart ass because you were brought up when I was on Paul's stream and he was saying something about having a drink with you. And I'm like, yeah, let's get Trilby on. So I think I said something like, "Get up on Rate My Beers stream, you prick." Hope you're well anyway, dude. Yeah, on appearance, it's like real cloudy. Yeah, can totally see that. You two boys would have been drinking together not long ago. I'm not sure if this is a reference to anything. Keep it running. I thought maybe it's some sort of movie or the thing it made me think of just with the colour and the lettering and that, it reminded me of Cool Runnings. But I've seen Cool Runnings a million times and they definitely don't say that as like a quote or anything. Oh, shit. Yeah, because I've been on night shift, I haven't been shopping this week, and I ordered some takeout, like got it delivered, and there was this new cafe which had been like added to the delivery service, and they were doing like steaks and pastas and like sandwiches and burgers and stuff, and I was like, "Ooh, the burgers look all right." So I thought I'll give them a go. And like they were, because they were new to the service, they were charging like less in delivery and that. So it worked out all right. It was like the equivalent of just going into the store and getting it, but getting it delivered to my home, which was pretty good. But let's just say the burger was tasty, but it was messy as fuck. So I was actually glad I was eating it at home. I just had it. I'm sitting on the recliner, right? I've got it like sitting in my lap, and it's like on the box that it come in, just with like a heap of chips, fries, whatever you call them. And it was so big and like juicy, and like it was pineapple, beetroot, tomato, like all these like watery, liquidy things inside it, as well as obviously big chicken breast and brioche bun, onion and stuff. First bite I took, shit just went everywhere. all over my t-shirt, in my beard, like on my lap. I'm just like, oh my god, I wouldn't want to order this at the store. It had a cool name too. It was called the Dominator. So yeah, like as far as like value for money and taste goes, yeah, awesome, but definitely a messy fucker. Cheers, Brett. Good to see you. How's those Victoria bitters going down? Probably finished them already. So yeah, I'm getting like a touch of like a lingering bitterness from this as well, which is quite pleasant with the hazy. I like a little bit of bitterness, some dryness. The thing I like with Banks, and a lot of their IPAs remind me of Monkish. Monkish are one of my favourite US breweries as far as what I've had from them anyway. Yeah, I like that you get that dryness, dankness, bitterness. It's almost like they have West Coast vibes in their hazy IPAs. Even better when you get the pine and you get the citrusy. This one's not so much that direction, but yeah, that's why I like Banks. I think Banks are one of those breweries. they're fairly high rated, but there are a lot of crafty people that don't think they're as good as what they're hyped up to be. I think it's just, yeah, because they're a little bit different, and I feel like they're sort of a love or hate brewery. It's probably the same with breweries in the US and the UK. They, if you like them, you absolutely love them, but they're a little bit different. God, you're a mess. I haven't had any spirits for a while. I was actually going to acquire a peanut butter whiskey yesterday. One of the fellas at work, he doesn't really drink many beers. He's more of a spirits guy, and he said that there's these two peanut butter whiskies, and he said they're good just to have like just a nip of every now and then, like not really session on it, just something to just enjoy. Like, and yeah, he was crapping on about two of them, and anyway, I couldn't remember. He said one of them's a lot better than the other, so I went into the store and seen one of them, and then messaged him saying, "Is this the better one?" He said, "No, that's the shitter one." So I had to find the other one he was referring to. And yeah, it's obviously a real American sort of thing. Like, it's not something you normally see here. The old Americans, they love putting peanut butter in anything. It's like the Canadians with their maple. Hopefully, I get a good sleep tonight. I've obviously had a few hours of Sabo, but it was real shit, like broken sleep. I feel like I haven't had your deep, proper sleep for about 2 years. The joys. I can't even remember the last time I didn't have like black circles under my eyes. So yeah, if I was to score this, which I will, I'd probably say, just due to it, the hop combo, not a massive stone fruit guy. Appreciate the quality, very good beer, but just as far as flavors go, there's just so many better combinations out there. Um, yeah, it's sort of hard because it's a really well brewed beer. It's got like an awesome mouthfeel. Like, I didn't even really comment on the base, but I feel with Banks, yeah, they've obviously got that sort of paracetamol thing going on. They have that combination of like bread and biscuit. Yeah, like white bread, sort of like slight, I don't know, like digestive, biscuity sort of thing. Yeah, I'm going to say 4.4 because it's definitely like high quality IPA. It's just, yeah, the flavour just isn't down my alley. I think if you're a huge stone fruit, like if you love peach, you would absolutely love this beer. So if this had say Nelson or Talus or Sabro or one of them, I'd be like all over it. It'd be probably like a 4.6 or something like that. So yeah, shit, I missed a few comments. That's not much of a mate. Yeah, Sheepdog's the one that he said's the shitter one. It's got surely the name Sheepdog. It sounds like an Australian brand. Yeah. Cheers, Matt. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I hadn't had Fireball for years, and I think about probably close to a year ago, maybe 10 months or so, I bought a bottle and was just hanging out on a stream with a few mates. And yeah, like the first couple I had, I really enjoyed, and then it just got yeah, like just the sweetness of it, like it was like too much. It's sort of thing, yeah, like if you have it in small doses, I mean, it's obviously pretty shitty quality whiskey, but just that cinnamon and spice, like yeah, it's pretty tasty. So yeah, I think if you've got a bottle of it and you just sort of have a nip at it every now and then, it's a good thing. But yeah, trying to sort of session it, you have like two or three, and you're like, "Yep, I'm done. I want something else." So yeah, between beers, it'd be good. Have you had any exciting beers of late? I'm going to do those four Tasman IPAs by Mountain Culture. I might do them tomorrow, see how I feel, because obviously when you do all four beers on a stream, it's like, yeah, you're going to have a big day because you're going to want to finish the four beers. Yeah, and with the Advent reviews I'm doing, that means like six beers. So it's like, yeah, just if you don't have any plans and you're looking to have a big day on it, it's fair enough. But it was never going to happen. I was thinking about doing it today, but it was never going to happen because I come off night shift and I knew I'd get real sleepy. Yeah. Yeah, I used to get like that. Normally, like I'm a happy drunk. Um, but yeah, sometimes when I used to drink like straight vodka, I'd get like real aggressive and all of a sudden turn into like a UFC fight. I wouldn't actually like go through with anything, but I'd just be like, yeah, just real angry and yeah, like if someone did something slightly annoying, it'd be like, oh, I want to fuck him up and all that sort of shit. Like, yeah. So yeah, when something's doing that to you, it's best to stay away. In Australia, we have a drink called Bundaberg rum. It's like a dark rum, really nice, but they call it fighting juice because I think most blokes, when they have a skin full of it, they get real aggressive. It didn't have that effect on me, but I probably haven't drank enough of it. Yeah. Only thing that's sort of annoying me a bit with the mountain culture advent so far is yeah, there's been too many hazies. I'm sort of hoping it's not going to be like that for the whole thing. So I just throw in a couple of lagers I haven't seen a stout or like a. I feel like there'll be a stout or a barley wine or something near the end, but it'd be good to have a few of them or a couple of lagers or yeah, just a couple of West Coast IPAs. Yeah, I think we're up to like day 7 now, and I think like 5 of them have been hazies. It's like, come on. Yeah, yeah. I'm a big fan of it, but yeah, I just don't drink it very often. They have a shitload of variants of it now. One thing that's pretty cool is if you go to the actual distillery up in Queensland, you can do this like private tour, and then you do like a tasting, and then you create your own blend. So you can like you'll have like the OG Bundy rum, but then you can add like some like whiskey barrel and like a peated option or chili or like sort of fruit inclusions, and then like that you make your own label and call it what you want. Like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's probably not cheap to do that tour, but I feel like it'd be something, yeah, people like us would get right into. And it'd be just sick to have the bottle with like your creation on there. I'd definitely go some sort of vanilla inclusion and then like some whiskey. Yeah, I've just seen like YouTube videos where people have been visited and stuff, and yeah, it just looks cool. Anyway, I should probably wrap this up. I could possibly do another one. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I could pop up again, but I dare say I'll probably be going to bed. It's 12:30 a.m. and I sort of want to get up early today. I was going to say tomorrow. So yeah, as I said, what was it called? Keep It Running. Double dry hopped IPA, 7% by Banks Brewing. They're at like southeast of Melbourne in a suburb called Seaford. It's right down in the peninsula. Yeah, one of my favourite breweries. Yeah, so that had Raquel, Cashmere, and Citro. Citro. Yeah, 4 point. Let's say 4.4. And yeah, I felt it would have been a really really good beer just with the different hop combo. Just Raquel and Cashmere, they're just two hops I'm not a huge fan of. So I always knew it was going to be a stone fruit heavy beer. So yeah, thanks for chiming in, everyone. And yeah, those that watch it back later, if you watch right till the end, I want to know what you think of stone fruit beers. Leave some comments. Are you a stone fruit beer person or not? So yeah, we'll leave it at that. And you may see me again shortly. If not, it'll be in probably like 7 or 8 hours when I wake up. Cheers, guys.